Hello, my name is Temi, and this is my tutorial 3 submission for UX 606 Immersive Design course. And for this tutorial, we're going over Bezi. Bezi is a Unity development assistant that supposed to help us with our scripting and debugging of while using Unity, so we can focus on the design part as designers. So just to get right into it, to start off, I just go over the Bezi website, download for the Windows, and it was pretty simple and straightforward. I just had to go through the docs to understand the setup and installation and the right Unity version to use. And yeah, so once we did download Bezi and have everything set up, this should be how it looks like. So this is the Bezi page, and this is my Unity project I just started. This project is empty. So once you create the project, it shows up here on the Bezi. So to confirm that it's connected, you can see the green indicator here and also the green over here as well that says connected. If it's not connected, it would be red. And there are some things you could do to resolve that. Maybe some you could try uninstalling and reinstalling, or just restarting your computer, or making sure you have your Unity installed properly. But if you follow the documentation, it's pretty simple and pretty easy. You should get connected right away, and it's be able to index all your assets and all the information on your project. So yeah, let's get started. So what I see first is what I notice is basically they do have like two modes. The first mode is for ask, which is similar to just like any like a chat GPT where you just ask it how to get a process done, and it kind of like walks you through how it would do it. The other mode is agent. This one I'm super excited for this one actually because it goes a little one step further than just giving you a walkthrough. It actually does it for you. It creates a script and it gives you the options to accept the script and update your project with those scripts as well. So let's get right into it. So let's come up with a simple prompt. So, and the first prompt we tested was just a simple jump, but today let's make things a little bit more interesting. Let's put Bezi to the test. I just want to see maybe there's some capabilities that it could perform. So I did come up with a script prompt. So I said I want to create a game that spawns a random enemy every 5 seconds at a random position with a defined rectangle space area. After spawning, each enemy should automatically move towards objects in the scene, right? And and I also want to make the spawn area customizable in the inspector. So I want to be able to adjust the spawn area in the inspector, not just the script. So I want to see how Bezi will go ahead with this. And I also left some typos in my prompts. I want to see how well it does with my prompt. So with this prompt. Actually, before I go into my prompt, so there are characters I need for this prompt. So I need an enemy and a target. So in my scene, I have two assets. I have a chip for my enemy, and I have a Mario asset for my target. So let's see how Bezi does. So let's run our prompt. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, give me a little bit of walkthrough. I mean, this whole process is something I can do. I just have to write some script, but sometimes I don't want to spend the whole afternoon debugging or writing script. I want to focus on my actual design and prototyping. So this is why Bezi will be very helpful in that case. And if you're not so good in writing script, C sharp, instead of you spending all that time learning C sharp from scratch, you can just have Bezi do it and you learn from there. Alright, so let's go over its instructions. It's not done, but let's just get started. Okay, so it found our assets. Chip, that's good, that's great. Okay, it's checking our scene. Okay, so it's going to create our spawning system. It's going to create two scripts. Okay, so the first script, okay, it's pretty basic. Camera transform. And the spawner as well. Pretty basic script. Nothing special. Okay. Alright. It's tracking enemy destruction. I didn't ask it for that, but okay. Scripts, set up instructions. Okay, so now let's follow the instructions and let's see how far we can go. And let's see how simple or easy the instructions are to follow. Okay, so first off says create an enemy prefab. We have our enemy prefabs already. Add enemy script to it. So let's take our script. So let's adjust this. Okay, or let's make it smaller. Okay. So I'm just gonna create a prefab from this. Keep it here. Same thing with this guy as well. Create my prefabs. And drag it over here as well. Just getting things started. Okay, so with that done now, so this is not okay. Add an enemy to it. So let's say this is our enemy, right? Chip. So let's add our enemy. So you create the script folder, and we do have our script here. So the one we want is the enemy script, which is this guy. So we have this to our enemy, which is chip. Okay, so we can see I can set the speed and rotation over here, and the targets. So it says add preferred script, add the enemy prefab setup. Okay, save it as a prefab. Okay, so actually let's delete this. So I'm just gonna take this back here. Perfect. Okay, better. So next it says create a spawner game object. So create an empty game object in your scene. So I am struggling because like I have like my ways I would do it. I'm just trying to follow like the tutorial, so it's a little bit off for me. But let's see. Because the thing about designing is like more than one way to get something done. So I'm not saying it's not wrong. So a new person will probably appreciate this, but like someone who has a little bit more experience with Bezi will be like, with Unity will might have difficulties following because I already have my ways of doing it. So following these tutorials might feel a little bit slow and redundant. But anyways, let's go on. Let's see how far it goes and let's see how script actually works. So I've created our empty object, renamed it enemy spawner, add the enemy spawner script to it. So let's go back to our script. So as enemy spawner, this one. So let's drag it over here, nice and simple. So let's see enemy prefab, that will be enemy prefab will be chip, this one. So let's drag this here, perfect. So spawn interval, maximum enemies. Okay, what else do we need to do? Configure the spawner settings. Alright, and the spawner, okay, well, I've gone over that, so we're just gonna keep them as is for now. Then the spawn area. Alright, let's create a plane to make it look a little bit more visible. Alright, here we go. Target area. Spawn. I'm going to leave the spawn area the same. I don't want to adjust it for now. But the fact that I can adjust it is what I like in the inspector. So I can see the spawn height 0, 1. So let's keep it at 0. Yes. And you can see 10 by 10. It's this is beautiful. This is what I want. So rather than me having to go back to the script to adjust it, I can just adjust my spawn area. So I don't want. So it's can you see that it updates? So perfect. The fact that I was able to do that is really really good. I'm impressed. So what else? Create the targets or created our targets. All right. So I've created a complete summary. All right. So all right. So we'll follow the instructions, all the settings. So oh, I forgot to hit accept all. I'm not sure that changes anything, but I clicked on accept all, and let's see if our game actually plays. So if I should press play, let's see what happens. So you can see something is happening. What is happening? So our enemy is spawning and they're moving towards our target, which is Mario. Perfect. So it is working. We have our target and it's moving towards it. So yeah, it does work. So that's really, really great. However, like I said, as a designer, I think the issue is just with um, knowledge. So a newer user will probably appreciate this a lot, but a more experienced user might have issues because I just have my ways of doing it. So I'm not really sure like this is the way I want to do it, but this is the way he told me to do it, and the game worked. I'm looking forward to testing this more and see how well it can work. But thank you very much.